Throughout thousands of years of human history, the act of cannibalism, known in some places as the animalistic creed, has remained a terrifying reality. Even today, this tradition still persists. Deep within an island in the Indonesian archipelago lives a mysterious tribe hidden in dense, untouched jungle. Their homes are built high in the trees about 50 feet off the ground, rising like watchtowers amidst the vast wilderness. They survive mainly through hunting and gathering forest resources. Despite being isolated from the outside world for countless years, their name still sends chills down people's spines, not because of their seclusion, but because of the eerie, frightening stories told about them. A sudden attack once wiped out their enemies, and tales of killings and cannibalism spread endlessly. Meanwhile, their daily life goes on, rooted in the hunt for survival. Each night they rest in small wooden huts, perched on tall, sturdy stilts like steadfast lookout posts, guarding against intruders. Their food consists of insects, sago, palm grubs, and meat. None of this is unusual to them. It has long been an inseparable part of their everyday existence. If you ever visit this land, you will be astonished to witness their daily life a reality, not fiction. The world of the Korowai tribe reveals a realm full of mystery, where ancient customs and traditions have been preserved and passed down through countless generations. In the late as the 1970s, when this tribe first came into contact with the outside world, their story began to spread, each retelling adding another layer of mystery. A missionary journalist recounted that everyone in the tribe believed the same thing. Certain groups accused their shamans of using magic to cause death. Those who were accused faced brutal punishment. They were killed and then eaten. This wasn't out of hunger or scarcity. It was simply part of their ancient beliefs and laws. The idea that someone could kill another person through sorcery had long been ingrained in their minds. This mysterious force is called Kakua, and anyone who thinks this is just a joke is mistaken. Those suspected were not interrogated in any ordinary way. They were captured, killed, and then consumed. Body parts, such as the liver, brain, and heart, were not considered mere food. Each organ held sacred meaning. It wasn't about savagery, it was a ritual bound to a code of law that had existed for hundreds of years, enforced with strict and unwavering discipline. This story unfolded deep within the dense jungle where the tribe lived in seclusion, far from the outside world. Senior members of the Karowai families, those who had lived in the community for many years, recounted these events with calmness. They spoke as if everything that happened was completely natural, nothing out of the ordinary. Everyone was shocked. No one could believe it, but some people managed to keep their emotions under control. And then the question arose, how do they live now? Do these cannibals still exist? What keeps this story alive even today? All of it is about to be revealed. To understand more clearly, try to imagine their daily life. Their tree houses would leave anyone who sees them absolutely amazed. Nowhere else in the world can you find homes like these. Towering tree trunks become the foundation on which they build sturdy shelters. These houses aren't the work of modern architects, they are the result of the tribe's own hands and skills. Everything is crafted without any help from the outside world. The process of building a house begins with selecting the right tree. The tree must be tall and straight, reaching heights of 40, 50, or even 60 feet. It also needs to be strong enough to support the weight of an entire family living on it. Once the tree is chosen, the next step begins. First, everything must be cleaned. Sharp stone axes and saw-like tools are essential. The men climb the trees, weaving through vines and creating sturdy footholds barefoot and without shoes or ropes for safety. Then they chop wood from nearby trees and bring it back to the construction site. The house-building process begins. Strong wooden pillars are set up to create the foundation of the home. With skill and precision, they build branches to form the floor. The roof is made from palm leaves or pineapple leaves, all pulled by hand. Everything is made from materials available in the surrounding nature. Vines are used to wrap around the house, reinforcing and binding the parts together, ensuring that nothing moves. There are no nails, no screws, just the skills and experience passed down through generations. The walls are made from tree bark, and the roof is fully covered with pineapple leaves, keeping the home dry from the rain. Inside, they light fires to cook, but there are no chimneys, only a small gap in the roof for the smoke to escape. The smoke gradually rises through the gap, filling the space and gently floating up. But the question remains, why build houses so high? Is it just for the view? Not at all. The height of the house protects them from insects, wild boars, and dangerous snakes. In the past, these high homes also provided protection against hostile tribes and sudden attacks. There's another reason: it's a matter of spiritual safety. They believe that the higher the house, the farther it is from the ground, and by extension, the further away from the evil spirits that dwell beneath the earth. Once the house is completed, the family moves in. If the house weakens over time, they'll abandon it and build a new one nearby, always using the same techniques and materials they've always known. This forest provides wood, serving as both a livelihood and a source of strength that sustains their way of life. The Korowai people don't farm the land. They survive by gathering and utilizing everything the surrounding jungle offers. This is how they make their living. Their primary food is sago, a starch extracted from the sago palm tree, a tree with sweet sap inside. From this sap, they create a doughy substance similar to flour that is neither sweet nor salty, but offers a refreshing feeling for the stomach. First, a sago tree is felled. Its trunk is divided into sections, and the soft inner part is removed. Then the water from these cut sections is extracted, leaving only the dark, powdery substance, which is boiled or wrapped in leaves and cooked over a fire. To supplement their protein intake, they gather snails and use bows and arrows to hunt wild boars, birds, and other animals in the forest. This hunting process is a long one, quiet, but requiring immense patience. They employ tracking techniques, and their hands catch fish and gather seasonal fruits. With the help of loyal hunting dogs, they track animal footprints through the forest. The dog's job is to scent and signal the humans about the prey's location. However, despite having these four-legged companions, hunting requires tremendous patience waiting for the signal, and when it comes, the arrow is released quick and precise. If an outsider were to enter this jungle without proper preparation, survival would be nearly impossible. But the Korowai know exactly where to find food, such as the sago patches scattered throughout the forest. They can find it at every tree, every root, under every leaf. The sago tree, known as their main food source, gives them life. The scent of the earth, the trees, is the essence of life, full of energy. The parts of the sago tree that are edible are like a kind of mushroom. They also find a special plant in the forest called the wild fan tree, whose leaves can be harvested for food. This is the ingredient for today's meal, everything gathered from the forest. Once all the materials are brought back to their tree houses, the preparation begins. Everything in this forest is useful, from the leaves and bark to other elements. First, they spread a layer of dry sago starch, then sprinkle it with a food called pika, a special type of earth. This isn't unusual, as eating earth is a custom in many tribal societies. The simple reason is that the earth contains beneficial minerals, helping to protect the stomach from toxins and parasites. Once everything is ready, they use hot stones to cook the food. Everything is wrapped in large leaves to preserve the heat and flavor. About 45 minutes later, the meal is opened and the feast begins. Some sago trees are even roasted directly over the fire, like a forest BBQ. The larvae from the sago beetle are roasted. They are rich in fat and have an excellent flavor, much like a dish from the Jungle Book. The smell of earthgrass and everything blending together forms a truly wild, authentic meal. The dense mangrove forests of southeast Papua are the eternal home of this tribe, where they have lived for over 1,000 years. Surrounded by trees, they remain completely hidden from the outside world. However, everything changed in the 1970s, when Western anthropologists first had the opportunity to interact with this tribe. Today, about it Arus. 3,000 people from the Korowai tribe live in this region. Some maintain limited contact with the modern world, while many others still live deep in the forest, entirely avoiding modernity and preserving their way of life as it was. The tribe is divided into small family groups, each living in isolation. Every group is essentially an extended family, and within each family there is only one treehouse. For them, belief in spirits is essential. They believe that spirits exist in the trees, in the rivers, and even in the air. Some spirits are good, while others are malevolent. Kakua, an invisible form of sorcery, is a great fear. When someone dies suddenly, they don't attribute it to illness or accident, but believe it's caused by Kakua, a sorcerer who causes death from within. This tradition has existed for a long time and is still evident in their behavior. For example, if a man from another group kidnaps a woman from the tribe, he will be captured, killed, and then eaten as punishment for his actions. While men and women have different roles, both are equally valued in society, and together they sustain life in the forest. So does cannibalism still exist? This is a question that many people are curious about. In reality, they don't eat human flesh for taste or nutrition, but as a form of punishment. Those who steal or commit crimes must pay with their lives, after which they are eaten as part of the penalty. This is not a crazy act, but rather justice in their eyes. Today, most members of the Korowai tribe believe that this custom no longer exists. Some claim it ended decades ago, while others assert that it never happened. Some stories may simply be fabrications made up to impress, or perhaps based on staged film scenes meant for photography. However, no one can say for sure what happened, as it's only part of their story, a memory or tradition that has changed over time. These fragments and stories continue to be written,